Leviticus 15, verse 16. If any man has an emission of semen, then he shall bathe all his flesh in water and be unclean until the evening, and every garment whereon the semen is shall be washed with water, be unclean until the evening. This is typical of a lot of the commands in the law of Moses that actually only you knew whether you had broken that command, or whether you needed to follow the law or not. It's like the command, do not covet. Well, there's no way anybody knows whether you've coveted. It's in your mind, it's a sin of the mind. And so you see how in God's law, he is showing people that I want you to be answerable to my law over matters that nobody else knows about. If you see that sports car and covet it, well, in God's eyes you've broken the covenant, you broke one of the 10 commandments. But nobody actually knows that. Nobody knows what you were thinking as you looked at that sports car. Generally, it would not be known if you had had an emission in an intimate area. Only you knew that. And so these laws are not to govern in that sense, in a tyrannical sense, intimate life. Because God's law is not a leash. Man is not a dog on a chain to God, wanting to be free, can't be. No, these are all to encourage us that in the most intimate, private parts of life that nobody else knows about, we are governed by God's principles. That is the takeaway from this. And it is actually in that sense that man is not alone. Man is not alone with his own thoughts and his own private, very intimate situations, personal emissions of semen or whatever, coveting this or that. God is with you in all that. As I say, God's law is not a chain, it's not a leash. Rather is God encouraging us to see that in your most private things, in who you are when nobody else is looking, I am there, and I want to be there, and I want you to be with me in those parts of your life which nobody else sees, that nobody else knows apart from you and, of course, God. I'm there with you.